Ah, the 70s. Disco was hot, fashion was weird, and the times were wild. At the same time, things weren't going so well for wild salmon, whose numbers were in decline due to logging, fishing, and other development. So people came up with a clever idea. Let's just make more salmon. Enter the hatchery. Hatcheries are facilities where fish are grown from egg to young salmon and then released into the wild. But there's a catch. Hatchery fish are not the same as wild fish. Hatchery fish are raised in trays and tanks, eliminating the natural pressures that make wild salmon strong. Similar to domestic animals, hatchery fish are less suited for survival in the wild than their relatives. One hatchery in a single season can release very large numbers of salmon into the wild. We're talking millions. These hatchery salmon compete with wild salmon for food and habitat in the ocean. They also swim alongside wild populations. When we artificially add hatchery fish to a population of wild fish, we can unintentionally catch salmon from populations that aren't doing so well. This is one of the ways wild salmon disappear. Hatchery fish also want to return to spawn in the rivers where they were released. If they reproduce with wild salmon, the domestic qualities of hatchery fish can be passed to the offspring, reducing the genetic diversity of future wild fish and their ability to survive. Hatcheries were started with good intentions. However, we envision a future where we don't need hatcheries anymore. After all, wild salmon in wild rivers should be the goal.